For the fourth time in program history, Norfolk State is going dancing after beating South Carolina State in the MEAC Conference championship game yesterday. The Spartans found a lot of success at the Division II level back in the day and pulled off a shocking upset over 2-seed Missouri in the 2012 NCAA tournament. Can they find that same success this year? I hear it's feeling a lot like 2012 again, Spartan fans. But before we get into this, if you enjoy college sports content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, let me know who you think will win the national title this year in the comment section below. Norfolk State would find a ton of success at the Division II level as a member of the Central Intercollegiate Basketball Association. They would win their first conference title in 1965, and they also made their first Division II NCAA tournament. Throughout the 70s, they would dominate the CIAA, winning 6 conference title tournament titles from 1971 to 1978, made it to the Elite 8 of the Division II NCAA tournament in 1974, and the Sweet 16 in 1971. They would continue to find a lot of success making the NCAA tournament 7 straight times, from 1984 to 1990, making it to the Sweet 16 twice and the Elite 8 twice, while they would only make the NCAA Division II tournament 3 times the rest of the 90s. They would see their most tournament success making the Elite 8 for the 4th time in program history, and losing in the Final Four to Southern Indiana 89-81. In January of 1995, news would come out that Norfolk State had applied to move up to the Division I level and be joining the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. They were eager to make the jump, saying they were willing to make the move whenever the MEAC was ready. They would join a conference that consisted of Bethune-Cookman, Coppin State, Delaware State, Florida A&M, Howard, Maryland Eastern Shore, Morgan State, North Carolina, A&T, and South Carolina State. At the time, their rival Hampton and them would be accepted to the conference and were just waiting for the approval from the NCAA. While they loved being members of the CIAA, they just felt it was time for them to move up. They would not be eligible for the automatic bid for the MEAC for 8 years at the time, but could earn an at-large bid into the NCAA tournament. The program would not make their first NCAA tournament until 2012 though, when they won the MEAC Conference tournament, but would quickly make a name for themselves when, as a 15 seed, they would upset number 2 seed Missouri 86-84. While they would win the regular season conference title in 2013 and 2019, it would not be until 2021 when they would go on to win the conference tournament title again, making the NCAA tournament for the 2nd time in school history, where they beat App State 54-53 in the first 4 before falling to 1 seed Gonzaga 98-55 in the first round of the tournament. Once again, they would win the MEAC regular season and conference tournament title for the 2nd year in a row, making it back to the NCAA tournament in 2022, where they would fall to 1 seed Baylor 85-49. They would play in the NIT in 2013 and 2019, while also playing in the CIT from 2014 to 2017, as well as last year when they won the CIT championship over Purdue Fort Wayne 75-67. They are currently coached by Robert Jones, who is in his 12th season at the school, who played college basketball at New Pats before starting his coaching career at Bard as an assistant in 2003. He has spent time as an assistant for New Pats, St. Mary's High School, and joined Norfolk State in 2007 as an assistant under head coach Anthony Evans. He also was the head coach at St. Mary's High School as well. When Anthony Evans left to take the Florida International head coaching job following their round of 32 appearance in 2012, Jones would be named the interim head coach for the 2013-2014 season. After a 19-15 record, he would have the interim tag removed. Last year, they finished the regular season 24-11, losing to Howard in the semifinals of the MEAC tournament. Heading into the 2024-2025 season, Norfolk State was projected to finish behind Howard in the MEAC Conference, earning 3 first-place votes, as compared to Howard's 12 first-place votes. Both Christian Ng and Chris Fields Jr. would be named to the preseason conference 2nd team, while Jaylani Darden and Sincere McMahon would be named to the 3rd team. Spartans would open up the season 3-0 with wins over Penn State Wilkes, Bear, Virginia University of Lynchburg, and James Madison before falling to William and Mary on the road 84-73. They would then beat Hampton before falling to Stanford and Grand Canyon in back-to-back games. They would then beat UC Davis and Stony Brook before going on a 3-game losing streak, falling to Hofstra, number 25 Baylor, and Northern Kentucky, before beating Alabama State and Grambling State in the Chris Paul HBCU Challenge. They would then beat High Point before falling to number 1 Tennessee in Knoxville 67-52 to close out 2024 in non-conference play. They'd open conference play winning 3 straight games, beating Maryland Eastern Shore, Delaware State and Coppin State before falling to Morgan State 78-74 on the road to open up conference play 3-1. They would then win 8 straight games over Washington Adventist, Howard, South Carolina State, North Carolina Central, Maryland Eastern Shore, Delaware State, Coppin State, and Morgan State before falling to South Carolina State in 91-88, and North Carolina Central 91-87 in overtime, with both games coming on the road. They would close out the regular season 21-10, going 11-3 in conference play. Heading into the MEAC Conference tournament, which was hosted at Norfolk, with the Spartans winning the regular season conference title and earning the 1 seed, they were the betting favorites to win the conference title and earn the bid to the NCAA tournament. They were 11-1 at home, with their only loss coming to Hofstra back in early December. Over the past 13 editions, the MEAC's top 2 seeds have managed to win a total of 8 championships, though Norfolk State's 2022 win was the first for a number 1 seed since 2017. It would open up the conference tournament, beating Maryland Eastern Shore 77-70 in the quarterfinals, followed by a 58-55 win over Morgan State in the semifinals. Christian Ings led the Spartans in the game with 19 points, and Brian Moore Jr. exploded for 13 of his 14 points in the second half. In the title game against South Carolina State, the Spartans would overcome an 11-point deficit behind Ings' 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, and Moore's 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Moore was named the MEAC Tournament Most Outstanding Player, while head coach Robert Jones earned Most Outstanding Coach honors. Spartans would win 66-65, earn their 4th conference tournament title, and 4th bid to the NCAA tournament, heading into Selection Sunday later today with a 24-10 record. Norfolk State is projected to be a 16 seed and is projected to face Florida as of the time of recording. They're led by Moore Jr., who's averaging 18.5 points per game, as well as Ings and Jalen Meyer, who are averaging 11.8 and 10.7 points a game respectively. Can they pull off a major upset? We will have to wait and see next week to find out. What do you think? Can Norfolk State pull off another shocking upset in March Madness? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.